In Dwarf Fortress, a clothing industry is crucial to your dwarf's happiness, as well as necessary for the creation of cloth goods, such as bags. Bags are incredibly useful containers, which are necessary in a number of other industries. In today's tutorial, I'm going to set your fortress up for success by teaching you how to create cloth. I'll also be teaching you how to create dye. First things first, we need a farm plot. In the farm plot, you're going to grow dimple cups in the spring, pigtails in the summer, pigtails in the fall, and dimple cups in the winter. Dimple cups are used to create dye where pigtails can be processed into thread. We're also going to need a number of workshops in addition to the farm plots. Create the following workshops: a farmer's workshop, a dyer's workshop, a mechanic's workshop, a loom, a clothing workshop, a stoneworker's workshop. Ensure that you have selected a manager from the Administrators and Nobility tab in the bottom left. Now, we need to create some work orders. In order to create a work order, select the checkboard in the bottom left hotbar. Once there, select the checkboard in the upper right. Now, we will need to create a work order for 25 rock mechanisms, and another one for just one millstone. Also, create one stockpile for food, and another stockpile for cloth. Once the mechanisms have been completed, you can create a windmill somewhere on the surface. Just below the windmill, dig out a room. In this room, place your millstone. This will now function as a workshop. In order to create cloth, create the following work orders: a perpetual order for processed plants. To create a perpetual work order, select the number sign to the right and enter 0. This will infinitely create whatever item you have selected in the work order. Also, do a perpetual work order for weave thread into cloth. This will cause your dwarves to begin producing cloth as soon as they farm it. Also, once the processing plants work order is completed, you will receive pigtail seeds, which can be replanted. From here, you can create a number of items out of cloth at the clothing workshop. If you dye the thread before you make it into cloth, the cloth will have more value, and dwarves will like it more when wearing it. So, how do we make dye? For dye, we need 3 things: a powered millstone, or just an unpowered grindstone, dimple cups, and bags. Because we already have a cloth industry, we can set up a work order for cloth bags. We just need a couple of additional work orders in order to create dye. Mill plants perpetually, and dye thread perpetually. This will cause your dwarves to dye thread, which will then go into your pre-created work order for weaving thread into cloth. When creating new clothing for your dwarves will automatically distribute it amongst themselves and take off old clothing. Feel free to explore all of the different cloth items you can create in your clothing workshop. Now that you've completed all of these steps, you have a fully functioning clothing industry. Your dwarves will no longer have tattered clothing and will be much happier in general. If this tutorial was helpful, consider subscribing and leaving a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.